Before you start planning 2026, I want to ask you something. Are you about to open a fresh notebook, write down a bunch of big ideas, and try to map out the perfect year? If that sounds like you, I would ask you to pause for just a second because the reason so many businesses' plans fall apart by February is not because you did not plan hard enough. It's because you planned without the clarity you actually need. In this video, I'm going to walk you through three simple questions to ask yourself before you plan anything for 2026. These questions can completely change how your year feels. Most business owners jump into planning with urgency. You feel pressure to start strong. You have a head full of ideas. You want this year to be different. So you set big goals, layer on a bunch of tasks, and build a plan that looks really good on paper. Then real life shows up, and that plan becomes hard to follow. If you have ever created a beautiful plan and then never followed it, you did not fail. Your plan just was not built on a clear foundation. Here is what I see all the time with clients. You set goals based on pressure, not on capacity. You plan around what you think you should do. You skip over what is already working. You forget how much time certain tasks actually take. You plan for your ideal week instead of your real one. This is why planning can feel heavy. You are building on guesses, not on clarity. That clarity comes from three simple questions. Question number one, what actually worked well for you last year? We spend so much time beating ourselves up over what did not work. We forget to look at what did. Think about where your best clients came from. What marketing or content created real engagement? What systems made your life easier? What gave you momentum? What felt natural instead of forced? Most business owners plan as if they are starting from zero. You are not starting from zero. You already have wins. You already have proof of what works. When you start planning from that, your strategy becomes more supportive and less stressful. Question two, what created friction or frustration for you last year? Friction is one of your biggest teachers if you're willing to pay attention to it. Friction shows up as repeating the same problems, spending too much time on certain tasks, feeling stuck or confused, bottlenecks in your client experience, content that takes forever to create, tools you pay for and rarely use, systems that are halfway set up, always feeling reactive instead of proactive. You do not need to burn everything down in January. You just need to understand what slowed you down, drained your energy, or kept you from moving forward. When you get honest about the friction, you can simplify instead of stacking more tasks on top of a shaky foundation. Okay, we're on to question three. What do you want your business to feel like in 2026? This is the question most people skip, and it is the one that changes everything. Your business should support your life, not constantly leave you feeling behind or exhausted. When I ask clients this question, do you know they rarely give me a revenue number first? They say things like, I want things to feel easier. I want to feel organized. I want more predictable weeks. I want to feel supported. I want to enjoy my business again. That's a popular one. How you want your business to feel should shape how you plan. If you want a calmer business, your plan needs more simplicity. If you want more visibility, your plan needs more consistency. If you want more ease, your plan needs better systems. When you choose the feeling first, the actions become clearer and more intentional. Now, once you answer these three questions, Planning for 2026 gets lighter. You are no longer guessing. You are no longer building a plan from pressure or comparison. You are building it from what is already working, what needs to change, what supports the kind of life you actually want. That is the kind of foundation that makes a yearly plan feel doable instead of overwhelming. You deserve a plan that fits your business and your life. If you are looking at 2026 and feeling behind or unprepared, just remember you're not behind. You just need clarity before strategy. This is exactly the kind of work I do in my strategy sessions. We look at what worked, where the friction is, and how you want your business to feel. Then we build a plan you can actually follow. If you want support getting clear on your answers to these 3 questions, check out the details in the description and take the next step that feels right for you. Let's make 2026 the year your business feels more aligned, grounded, and clear.